Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, everyone, wherever you are currently right now. Happy Saturday or happy, I guess still Saturday, to those who are tuning in to INCRadio New York. We thank you once again for clicking on our link and tuning into our show today. So for today, we're going to recap and talk about our previous 110 anniversary activities that occurred last week. So please share in the comment section your favorite INC 110 anniversary memories of what particular activity that you participated in, anything that led up to this celebration last week. But before we get into our main topic, we'll continue on. I believe this will be our last weekend with our fun fact challenge to lead up to the NYK 45 celebration that will be occurring next Sunday on August 11th. So I don't have any merch on me, but those winners for today, we'll pick two winners who will answer this question. So don't forget to leave your name, your local congregation with the hashtag, and your answer. And we'll pick two winners. And if you're tuning in after the live show, we'll also try to scour the comment section to see if anyone is able to answer this question. So for this question for today's broadcast will be, who was the first district minister of the District of New York? So that's the question. So I guess delve into your previous memories, or maybe you need to ask some help. But who was the first district minister of the District of New York? So again, don't forget your name, your local congregation, the answer, and if you want to, be a complete answer, also include the years that this district minister was here in our district. Okay, so we're now going to go on to our main topic where we're going to discuss the activities that happened last weekend. As most of us know, last weekend we celebrated our 110th anniversary of the church. And to commemorate that anniversary, we held many activities throughout that weekend. It started on July 27th, and there were some local congregation that continued on the celebration onto July 29th, which was the Monday. So some activities that occurred last weekend was specifically INC giving activities. So these are like community service activities that each local congregation throughout the district held in their respective locales. Some activities include a park cleanup, like the local congregation of Belmore held a cleanup in their local state park. Also, the local congregation of Bristol. And in addition, what else? Also, the local congregation of Bronx, Forest Hills, Rochester, and Syracuse, and Westchester. Other local congregations donated some supplies for the local congregation of Bristol. They donated school supplies to a nearby school. Also, for the local congregation of Wyndham, they donated some food supplies to a local shelter. And what else? I'm trying to read the list that I have here. For Staten Island and I believe also Manhattan and Long Island City, they appreciated the local firefighters and their local police officers or police department in their area. So throughout, I mean, it was a very busy weekend. Each local, the brethren participated in these activities to show their appreciation to their neighborhood, their local community, their police officers, the firefighters for all that they do for the community. So I wish we could have shown some pictures. But again, tune into, INC Media, where there may be some recaps of these activities that we can highlight in our district. So those were some local activities throughout the district to commemorate the 110th anniversary. And I kind of saw a little bit of what occurred in the local congregation of Wyndham. They were packing some food. The brethren donated some supplies, and it was a local activity where they prepared some good food packages for the local shelter. And then also right afterwards, they were handing out like bottles of water, snacks, and some things to passerbys around the local chapel. So if you would like to see like a live reporting from last week, you can tune into our last week's episode to see kind of a glimpse of that. I believe also we saw some live reporting from the local congregation of Rockland, where they had a car wash like a free car wash for those that pass by. I know previous INC giving activities when they held a car wash, the person comes in, got their car wash. They also told their friend who told their friend. So it kind of was a fun activity that everyone can participate in. So I'll try to read the greetings. Don't forget to share your favorite memories of our activities from last week so that we can share it throughout the show. Also, don't forget our question of the day for our NYK 45 giveaway on who was the first district minister of the District of New York. So again, don't forget your name, your local congregation, and your answer. When doing INC giving activities, you always feel like happy, and you can see how much the community appreciates these community services. I know when we talk to the people that we are helping or providing these services to, they're very appreciative and grateful. And, it kind of warms your heart when you do something so selfless and trying to help the community. And, especially with the cleanup drives, when, you see a lot of trash, sometimes the wind blows like pieces of paper, trash from the trash barrels, and just cleaning up the space for other people to also enjoy that visit the park or the area. It makes the area more beautiful, and the people in the community can also enjoy the cleaner area, and then it kind of moves forward, like you start the cleanup drive and then people see how clean the area is, and then they want to maintain it. So it kind of encourage other people to also participate in keeping the parks and the area clean, so that everyone, kind of also enjoys it. So our other activity that we also participated in or also held was the In Concert, and this was held throughout different regions of our district. So we split up our district into 3 regions. There's upstate New York, and then we had New England, and then we had downstate. So the closest local congregations, whoever in that particular region, congregated to different venues, and simultaneously we held an in concert activity. So I saw some little clips from each region, some pictures, and you can see the joy and the happiness of the parents, the participants, those who attended the activity. They practiced for a couple of weeks to prepare for this activity, and they saw how accomplished they are. We sang INC original music that you can also check out on the YouTube to hear, to, get familiarized with our songs, original music. So I know for our region in New England, we had the local congregation of Wyndham and Boston sang a song, and then the local Bristol also presented a song, and the CWS throughout the region of New England also sang a song called, I believe it's Influence the World. And I know for the other different regions, they also presented their, I guess, also their favorite songs. And we have a lot of talent in our district, and it's nice to see new faces also participating in this activity. And some of them, you're like, wow, they have a very great voice, or they have a very strong stage presence. So it's nice to see new faces participating and having fun, and how much they prepare to present their song. So let's go to the comments and see if we can share any of their favorite memories. So please forgive me while I scroll. We have Brother Alvin say, good day to all. Greetings from Long Island City and Woodside. Happy Saturday. We have Sister Maricel also tuning in again. Thank you for tuning in, Sister Christy, and Sister Lonnie. We have Brother Harry Davis. Good morning and greetings from Albany Extension. And then we have Brother Nathaniel Russell. Howdy from Fort Worth. So thank you for tuning in all the way from Texas. We also have, let's see, brethren from Forest Hills, again from Long Island City. We have Sister Mary Grace from Zambales South. Sister Perlita said, it's so fun memory when you think about the picnic done with the brethren and the local, lots of food, games, group picture taking. Hopefully it is to have it this summer again. Yes, it's always fun to have local district activities so we can, talk with the brethren, our guests, and like just have that fellowship. And these memories last forever. And then some of us a little bit older. We always reminisce about what activities we participated throughout the years. Just not too long ago, we have Long Island City celebrated their 50th anniversary, and that's a milestone, and that's a memory that a lot of brethren can carry on throughout the years and share with the future generations. We also, 10 years ago, we celebrated the centennial, and that was, a very big activity, big celebration. And we always reminisce about how we prepared for those activities and the accomplishment that the brethren did to hold these big celebrations. And the same thing is true for this year for 110, and also for our district with our upcoming NYK 45. We can, it's very stressful when we prepare for these things, but it's always fun. And most especially it's for, to give honor and praise to our mighty God. And these things that we can, relay to the future generations, our children, our children's children's, like just to keep that memory of how much the church progressed, how much we, did for the church to celebrate these big milestones. And like it just gives the youth, especially the youth of the church, something to remember and have those strong memories about how fun it was to participate with these activities. And we can also make new friends, meet new brethren, since there's always new people coming to our district and people being introduced to the church. So it's you can meet new people and build those lasting friendships that will last a lifetime, no matter wherever you go throughout this life. So again, don't forget to share your favorite memories about what happened last week at the 110 anniversary special or anniversary celebration. Sister Christy said that she's also one of her favorite memories is that she got nominated as a super fan in INC Media Live. So that's that's a great memory, like just to be recognized on like that platform. Every Friday, there's always INC Media Live. So tune in also during that time, and I believe they also do prizes as well. So you have a chance to win a prize when you answer some of their questions. Sister Marisol said, long time ago when we were still called NESB, Northeastern Seaboard, we all traveled to Temple Hills for sports activities all day long. And the program in the evening is a celebration for our all brethren and non-members. So yes, I do also remember that where it was like a whole weekend, I believe, where there was like sports activities, and then there was also a choral presentation where each locale also prepared their own presentation from like INC music, and we'll see, who presented it the best, or just fun fellowship, and you see all the talent throughout the district. And sometimes like we mentioned earlier, you never really realize how much talent we have, and when they start participating and you see how beautiful their voices are, or how great their dance moves and their big stage presence, like those, it's nice to see those brethren who tend to shy away, shine so brightly on the stage, and they can hold that memory throughout their years, throughout their lives. So again, don't forget the question of the day. I don't believe I saw any answers. I unfortunately, I guess a hint for those that are tuning in to who was the first district minister of the District New York. The hint is, I guess I wasn't born during this time. And it started 45 years ago. So just, I guess those are the hints. The first, just to see if if hopefully that's a better hint. Count back 45 years and try to like maybe remember who was our first district minister, or ask the elders of the church who were around during that time to see if they remember. And again, if you don't know it during this time, if you have, when you rewatch this episode, you can also comment for that answer, and we'll throughout the rest of the week, we'll see if anyone has answered this question. And don't forget your name, your local congregation, and the answer. And then so that we can give your prize to your resident minister or worker if we are able to find the the brethren who has the correct answer. There's a lot of hashtags. So again, thank you for tuning in. We still have a lot of activities that we're preparing for. I know today, currently, some of our brethren are preparing for our big celebration in our district, which is the NYK 45 next week. So don't forget to register for that activity. Contact your local CFO officers for the link to register. It'll be a great event. There's a lot that we have been preparing for this activity for quite some time. A lot of great presentations. And it'll be another, again, like we said, another memory, or what they say nowadays, a core memory for the brethren and your guests to be part of this momentous occasion of celebrating 45 years of the District of New York. There's a couple answers, and I see, unfortunately, that's not the correct answer. I don't know the timeline of district ministers since the beginning, but according to the answer that was provided, the ones that you see in the chat, he was not the first district minister of the District of New York. So maybe someone a little bit earlier. I wish I could provide you more clues, but I don't have any other clues to provide. But again, ask you may phone a friend, you may phone a friend for the answer. But the answers in the chat that I saw so far, it's not the correct answer. Yes, it's very sad. I really wish I could provide more clues to give you guys a hint, but unfortunately I cannot. But again, phone a friend. Ask your local, maybe your local minister, your local chronicler, maybe especially in the local of LIC, or maybe Boston may know the answer. But yes, you still have time. We'll try to scour the comment section throughout the week to see if anyone will have the correct answer. Um, but yes, so while again you start to think or call someone, um, we'll go on to the next section of our rundown or our episode or program, is that we're going to recognize last week's winners for the hashtag challenge. So the top 3 local congregations for the hashtag challenge last week. Number 3 is Long Island City. So congratulations, Long Island City. Number 2 is Woodside. So congratulations, Woodside. And number 1 is the local congregation of Belmore. So congratulations to the top 3 local congregations that tuned into our episode last week during the live reporting from the various activities throughout the district and throughout the world. And then now we're going to recognize the top 3 top hashtaggers of the episode last week. It is number 3, Brother Des from the local congregation of Belmore. Sister Joydy Parsha from also, I believe, local congregation of Belmore. And number 1 is Sister Lani. So thank you again for continuing to, be so active in the YouTube live chat and shouting out your local congregations, extensions, or group worship services. Let me just again look through the live comments to see if I could find the correct answer. I won't give it away because we want to give time for those who would like to, when you rewatch this episode, in the comment section, hopefully we can find the correct answer. And it's the top 2, or the 2 brethren who answered this question. I don't see the correct answer. And messaging a friend. Unfortunately, Sister Christy, I cannot provide you the answer that. Even though I said phone a friend, you can't phone me or the INC, the rest of the INC radio officers, because, or maybe you can ask the district officers to give you a hint. So yeah, so unfortunately there is the answer I do not see. So we'll give you until a couple more days, and I'll try to check in for the comment section to see if there are any correct answers. So share the link to the rest of your local so that they can also watch and also answer the question to, have the to win a prize for NYK 45. So just as a refresher, the question that has yet to be answered is, who was the first district minister of the District of New York? And if you want brownie points, you can also put the years that he was here in the District of New York. Okay, so we'll read some comments and some greetings. One more time. Don't forget to put your name, your local congregation, and the correct answer. So I see the answer. So if you put in the right format, we can officially give you your prize. So, but yes, we'll read some comments. A lot of brethren from the local congregation. Boston, I see Sister Christy. There's Sister Tita. Hello, watching from EGM District of Rizal. And Sister Susan Vergara. Close, but not trying to answer the question. Let's see. We have from Forest Hills. Thank you for tuning in. Sister Rowena Diaz. Hello, viewing from the Philippines. And let's see one more time. Okay. I guess, again, Molat answer round. I did see the correct answer. Just don't forget the proper format. I don't want to give it away, but again, thank you again for tuning in. Don't forget that we're continuing on our preparations for NYK 45. That will happen on August 11 next week. So contact your local CFO officers for the link to sign up and have a very memorable occasion. And also for those graduates, the Christian Brotherhood International will have a baccalaureate on August 25th. So also contact your CFO officers and your local CBI officers for further details of that. And don't forget to also register and ask for the link. And also submit your photos and whatever is required for that occasion. So that's all for today's show. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you didn't get tired of my voice. But thank you to the church administration for continuing to give us a platform like this to speak about topics like these, to reminisce about the milestones of the church. Don't forget to catch us again next Saturday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time and 11:30 p.m. Philippine Time. And greetings to our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and to our Christian Family Organization Coordinator and Subsea President, Brother Angelo Arano Manalo, and to our District Minister, Brother Sheridan Santos, our Assistant District Minister, Brother Neil Patrick Omelda, and our District Multimedia Advisor, Brother J.R. Resurrection. That brings us to the end of our show. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and have a good night.